and a proud Lokono woman to give my contributions to Budget 2026. This budget was carefully crafted by my MP colleague, Honorable Minister Dr. Ashni Kumar Singh. And I would like to say thanks to the hard-working team who worked with him with diligence and dedication in creating Budget 2026. Mr. Speaker, the theme, putting people first, is not just a statement that we came up with, or it's not that something we copied like the members of the opposition said. It is a commitment by the People's Progressive Party to the people of Guyana. This budget is not just numbers on papers. It is one that put peoples before politics and communities before convenience, and rightly so. Since it is the largest budget in Guyana's history, 1.55 trillion, Guyana's largest budget, and may I remind this House, with no new additional taxes. This is the focus of the People's Progressive Party. This is the vision that we have for the people of Guyana. Mr. Speaker, over the last 5 years, we have seen substantial and massive transformation in all sectors, in all administrative regions of Guyana. Mr. Speaker, this development reaches from the hinterland to the riverine communities, the interior savanna, the low coastal plain. This development reaches every single Guyanese, and Budget 2026 will continue to deliver to the Guyanese population. Mr. Speaker, Budget 2026 is a reflection of our shared priorities and our dedication as a party to budgetary prudence. The People's Progressive Party stands to creating a robust and inclusive and a forward-thinking economy. Mr. Speaker, the honorable members of the opposition does not understand what this means. Win criticizes but has no track record. APNU promises but has a record of failure. Mr. Speaker, over the last 5 years, the PPPC just did not deliver. We delivered, and the Guyanese population saw the spending decisions, and they saw that it was evidence. They were evidence-based. They were outcome-driven and in line with President Ali's national developmental goals for Guyana. Mr. Speaker, this budget demonstrates a balanced approach to public finance, emphasizing effective resource allocation, microeconomic stability, and fortifying the groundwork for sustained expansion in every region of Guyana. Mr. Speaker, this budget stands for the people of Guyana. Mr. Speaker, this budget clearly shows that Guyana is built. This budget clearly shows that Guyana's future is built with the people, for the people, and around the people. Budget 2026 talks about this. Mr. Speaker, allocating $7.5 billion towards Amerindian development demonstrates the government's explicit and intentional dedication to inclusive national development. In the last 5 years, Mr. Speaker, hinterland and Amerindian communities have witnessed significant and unparalleled developments due to intentional government policies, one that was crafted by our Vice President, Dr. Bharat Jagdeo, the LCDS. Amerindian villages, satellites, and CDCs have benefited tremendously from this great initiative. And I am going to speak about my village, Bethany, since I am a Tujao. We have benefited over the last 3 years, Honorable Member Dion La Cruz. I don't have to talk about Rincon or another village. I am going to talk about Bethany in this house. Over the last 3 years, Bethany received 72 million under the low carbon development strategy. And I can proudly say this, and I know my people back home are looking at this. I can say this without fear because we have done consultations before uplifting our monies as well as all other villages, satellites and CDCs. So when the honorable member come to this house questioning where is the money? Where is the money? Go and ask your village council, not the government. Mr. Speaker, presidential grant, we have benefited 10.3 million in 2020, between 2020 to 2025. And our capital project, Bethany, benefited from $36.5 million, all for development for my village. And just as Bethany benefited all 253 Amerindian villages, satellites and CDCs, we have all benefited. Mr. Speaker, as I continue, Budget 2026 shows the People's Progressive Party (CPP) understands the specific problems that Amerindians confronts, and we respond with targeted investments that will make living better, create opportunities, and make communities stronger. The ongoing emphasis on Amerindian and hinterland development in specific areas in our sectorial plans are commendable, and I know you have all listened to it when my other MP colleagues from this side of the house brought it up. Roads, the continuation and the continuous allocation of resources for essential infrastructure in remote areas. And I'm speaking about roads, Mr. Speaker. With the 2026 budget, we will be linking Oriala to Separuta and Oriala to Kwakwani. Isn't this putting people's first? Mr. Speaker, let's not forget what we did in the last 5 years. Just to name a few, we have Bethany, road construction, first phase finish, Paramakatoy, of which my MP colleague, Minister Pauline, mentioned a few moments ago, Monkey Mountain, Santa Rosa, Port Kaituma, Waramuri, Aishalton, Kaudarno, just to name a few. Mr. Speaker, the 29 bridges that we'll be building that stretches from Region 9 in Karasabay to Region 8, tell me, members of the opposition, isn't this putting people's first? Isn't this putting people's first? Mr. Speaker, with the 2026 budget, the PPPC government will continue our investment in airstrips across the hinterland regions, and this will help our brothers and sisters with connectivity, which will reduce transportation costs and expand economic opportunities in the hinterland. Mr. Speaker, let me turn my attention to ICT hubs. Putting the peoples first is evident in Amerindian villages, satellites, and CDCs, where we have completed and connected to Wi-Fi over 171 ICT hubs across Guyana. Mr. Speaker, we have trained 2,489 Amerindian youths from regions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And currently, we are training youths in regions 7, 8, and 9. Mr. Speaker, as I present to you here tonight, we are putting peoples first by building ICT hubs in Kamana, Kopinang, Maikwak, Ansawar, Sandhill, Waipa, Kaibarapai, and currently we are constructing ICT hub in Arrow in Region 7, putting peoples first. Mr. Speaker, let me turn my attention to Hinterland Land Titling. The Honorable Member Dion Lacruz from the opposition mentioned about land rights a few hours ago. But does he fully understand that Amerindians are the second largest land rights owner after the state? Mr. Speaker, from 2020 to 2025, the PPPC has issued 8 absolute grants. 15 villages have been demarcated and COTs being issued. Mr. Speaker, may I remind this House and the Guyanese population that 5,256.35 square miles is of legally owned titled communal land, and 16,174 Amerindians are with secure land tenure. Mr. Speaker, when we speak of Amerindians, we should bring the facts to this House. This is not a show. This is not about politics. This is about the first peoples of Guyana. Mr. Speaker, housing development in Amerindian villages have improved in the last 5 years. And it is not where we would like it to be, but we have improved significantly from 2020 to 2025, and under the leadership of Dr. Mohamed Fanali, we will continue to see massive development in housing. Mr. Speaker, every village also received sports gears and checks for their sports grounds, of which were meaningfully utilized by the village. Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Member Dion Lacruz again mentioned my Amerindian brothers and sisters in Region 1 are not benefiting, but this is a misrepresentation of the people that are living in that region. Mr. Speaker, our healthcare services has never been so effective in the hinterland before. Under the PPPC, we have trained young professionals in various areas such as pharmacists, registered nurse, nursing assistants, caring for the elderly. Mr. Speaker, we have installed telemedicine in various areas such as guns, such as Prima, just to name a few. We have built new health centers and new hospitals. These are all investments in healthcare because we are committed, Mr. Speaker, to delivering quality healthcare to all Guyanese. Mr. Speaker, the PPPC has consistently respected and invested in Amerindian communities. APNU, you have ignored our villages until election time, when you uses our Amerindian people for talking points. The PPPC treats Amerindians as partners of development. Mr. Speaker, Budget 2026 highlights key investments in education and skills training, encompasses technical and vocational training, and this is crucial in empowering our hinterland youths and enabling our indigenous peoples. Mr. Speaker, between 2020 to 2025, 2,164 Amerindian youths, CSOs, have benefited from various training programs, of which 1,165 were males and 999 were females. This has never happened under the APNU administration. Instead, you took away our CSO's jobs because you have no vision for us as Amerindians. Mr. Speaker, with the PPPC government, Amerindians have always been a part of Guyana's development. It is how it was, it is how it is, and it is how it will always be, because this government is focused on inclusion. Take a look at me, for example. Consider my experience as a young Amerindian girl residing in Region 2, Bethany, paddling a boat for 4 hours and walking over 2 miles uphill to get to school. Leave home for secondary education, then move from 𝐁𝐔𝐃𝐄𝐄 for Teachers Training College in Georgetown with my minister, Sarah Brown Shadiq. And I must say, now as I speak, we do not have to leave the comfort of our homes anymore, nor regions, nor families. We can train within our regions, and circumstances have changed for us as Amerindian peoples. This is a result of the People's Progressive Party.
Honorable Member, your 15 minutes is up. You need an extension to conclude.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We'd like to ask the Honourable Member to have another 5 minutes to conclude her presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister Teixeira. Honorable Member, you may continue and conclude in 5 minutes.
Moving on, Mr. Speaker. Since I'm geographical MP for Region Number 2, permit me to turn my attention to the massive transformation that is currently taking place in our beautiful Cinderella County of 𝐁𝐔𝐃𝐄𝐄. Mr. Speaker, the PPPC, under the leadership of His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali, Region 2 has seen significant and massive transformation. As I speak, Mr. Speaker, 94 schools are currently under rehabilitation. Not forgetting what we have constructed in the last 5 years: the Abramsville Secondary School, the Mashabo Nursery School, Tapakuma Nursery, Bethany Nursery, extension of the Anna Regina Secondary, and the construction of the Cottonfield Secondary School. Construction of roads, Mr. Speaker, with over 200 plus concrete roads from Supinam to Charity, where the local contractors benefited, putting peoples first. Mr. Speaker, transportation has never been so easy. With the new addition of the MV Kanawaruk 1899, 𝐁𝐔𝐃𝐄𝐄 can traverse at a cheaper cost, helps boost tourism and increase trade. Mr. Speaker, the construction of the state-of-the-art Lima Regional Hospital at a cost of $6.6 billion. I must say this was commissioned on August 22nd, 2025, where 𝐁𝐔𝐃𝐄𝐄 do not have to travel to Georgetown for various services, but we can get it at the Lima Regional Hospital. Our Anna Regina Stadium, solar farms at Onderneming, and the recently constructed one at Charity, which will reduce costs and boost greater reliability. Dredging of the Pomeroon to prevent flooding. Construction of the Farmers' Wharf at Charity, Supinam, and Durbanton Castle, which were all put in place to improve the lives of our farmers, putting people first. Drainage for farmers along the Pomeroon River and the Supinam Creek, where over 500 plus farmers are benefiting currently. Insurance of rice farmers, first in the Caribbean. Mr. Speaker, as of January 2026, the fertilizer subsidy was given to rice farmers. Mr. Speaker, this House must be reminded, and our rice farmers in Region 2 who are currently looking at me right now, you must be reminded that under the APNU administration, you are promised $9,000 a bag. When they got into office, they said to you, rice is a private business. Mr. Speaker, as recent as last month, the fisher folks of Region 2 received their checks. It must be noted that aquaculture has moved from talks to action. In Anna Regina, we now have fingerlings at a cheaper cost for fisher folks. Cage culture. Amerindian villages in Region Number 2 have benefited from the Tambaki project. Mainstay, Kapui, Bethany, Mashabo, all of which brings in revenue into the local village economies, putting people first. Mr. Speaker, the people of Region 2 will continue to see major developments in all sectors. Budget 2026 we will get our 4-lane road, more housing development, more roads, more housing scheme, the storage for farmers. Mr. Speaker, under the PPPC, we have seen tangible, measurable developments across all sectors in Region 2. Mr. Speaker, compare this with the APNU administration when Region 2 was not largely neglected. Capital projects stalled, farmers were left vulnerable to floods, and youths were unemployed with no support. As for wind, Mr. Speaker, while they speak loudly and boastfully, they offer no tested record, no clear financial plan, and no proven ability to deliver the scale Region 2 requires, much less to deliver the scale an entire country requires. Region 2 cannot be developed on rhetoric alone, nor can Guyana develop on rhetoric alone. It needs experience, it needs capacity, and it needs results. And the People's Progressive Party have proven this to us from time and time again. In conclusion, Mr. Speaker, wind talks like they are the experts, but they have never run a government, not one budget, not one ministry, not one major project. Mr. Speaker, I therefore conclude by saying that I fully support Budget 2026 since it is one that speaks of putting peoples first. And that is what is needed by the Guyanese population. I thank you.